Yeah,
32 Special Chaos Max.
yeah,
Entering battle phase.
yeah.
Package Drytron for game.
Tried in. How much Chaos Max is piercing, correct?
Yeah, double piercing actually. So basically 4,000
And
times
he's
2.
4,000. You basically
Yeah.
yeah. GG's.
Good morning, afternoon, and evening to everyone wherever you are in the world. I'm your host, Lolly Handtrap, and today we here have Drytrons, where today I played at locals at Project CCG, and we decided to meme with Drytrons. I know I usually say Drytrons is a bad deck, I shouldn't play it, and I built a deck that I would plan to play it, but we decided to play Drytrons, but with a little twist. So here we have Drytrons with Chaos Max. Stop saying Chaos Max, he's not playing it. But anyways, we'll get right into the deck profile. It's pretty straightforward, it's pretty linear, it's pretty simple. So first off, we're starting with 3 Alpha Dubins. Alpha Dubin basically is your searcher for ritual monsters, and basically, simple. 3 Zeta, and 2 Delta, 1 Gamma, 1 Beta. So the reason why you play Beta is the fact that you can... I know people don't play Beta, and the fact that you play Beta is because of cards like Herald of Mirage Light, not Herald of Mirage Lights, Herald of Arclight and Dark Law. Basically, you can just pitch another Drytron Beta effect, bring it to grave, and then tribute off the Gamma and such for the Beta. Guys, onto the rest of the deck profile. Next up, you got the 3 Awkward Offense, as you saw just right now. So you play 3 Awkward Offense. The reason why is because of Drone Lockbird or any other hand traps. So you rip it out of your hand. Sure, it's gonna burn you for time, but the one thing is, at the game 3, the most important game 3 or game 2 where time is called, don't always go awkward offense, but at the same time, you could probably win with awkward offense. It's just a gamble. It's just a small gamble. And basically, because you're trying to like negate the drone lockbird or any other chain traps, you play Herald of Orange Light as well. Herald of Orange Light is a pretty good card in that aspect as well, so you can play Herald of Orange Light as well. Said Herald, you can play Herald Orange Light as well many times, huh? Anyways, next up we're playing 1 Eva, pretty simple. 1 Manju, 1 Dawn Knight, 1 Lancia, 1 Vanity's Ruler. So basically we're playing the Vanity's Ruler variant as well. And you're playing the Lancia basically for the Virtual World matchup. It's searchable off of Ben 10. Dawn Knight for the Union Carrier. Manju is your normal summon search. Eva basically dump it off of the Herald and then search for 2 more Heralds as well. Next up basically is your rituals, which are you play 3 Ben 10s. One Natasha basically should be hit because of the fact that you can basically abuse it, basically reborn your opponent itself with the 3 Bantens, and also take control of your opponent's monster, gain health, and yeah, Natasha per time. And triple Benten, the reason why you play triple Benten is you get Benten on search Benten, etc. So pretty simple like that. Next up, you're playing 1 Ultimatus, basically because this is better than Perfection. It is more perfect than Perfection due to the fact that it can negate inherent summons as well, and it's easier to summon under with Meteonis Drytron as well. And lastly, the spice of this deck that I've mentioned is we were memeing today on stream, twitch.tv/LollyHandtrap, and we decided to play Blue Eyes Chaos Max. The reason why we're playing Chaos Max is the fact that it's your boss monster. It's a high attack monster. The reason why you're playing Chaos Max is the fact like that, and also it can't be targeted by card effects. It can't be destroyed by card effects, and basically the only way your opponent can basically crash over it is with a 4,000 attack monster like Infinite Track Megaclops or Dragoon or Zeus. It can send as well, but that takes a lot of materials and a lot of resources to out this, and by the time they try out this, they're out of resources already. So you play this in the late game as well. I've basically attacked for game over the Trident as well. The Zodiac monsters cannot basically go against this pretty much, as well as Shaddolls as well. Construct does not hurt this card. They legit have to. They can't even Aqualone it because it's Aqualone targets. So it's a giant wall as well, basically. It's not a meme card, it's pretty useful, but I played the deck for a meme in that aspect as well. Next up, we're playing 1 Dark Magician, 1 Red Eyes, basically because we're playing the Dragoon package, so we're playing 3 engines in this deck, basically. 3 variants of different Drytrons, Chaos Max, Dragoon, and Vanity's Ruler as well. Next up, you're playing 3 Drytron Nova, 2 Fafnir, and 1 Meteonis Drytron, so you're playing 3 Nova due to the fact that it's a Rhoda. Fafnir, you've only played 2 because you don't want to see, again, 3 because it's a hard once per turn, and Meteorus Drytron because you play at 1 because basically you don't really need 2 if you know how to recycle it perfectly and if you know how to manage your resources carefully. So that's the only reason why I'm only playing 1, because I am a good resourceful person. If I do say so myself. But anyways, next up you're playing your Searchers, 3 Cyber Emergency, 3 Preparation of Rites, 1 Foolish Burial. And so basically Cyber Emergency basically helps you search your Drytron monsters. Preparations basically helps you search your Benton and your Natasha. And Foolish Burial helps you search or basically mill any Drytron monster and get their effect from grave as well. Next up, you're playing your basically quote unquote negates, 3 droplets, 1 red ice. I mean, not red ice, 1 Carbide Grave. So basically, this can send any Drone Lockbirds as 1, and also Ash Blossom, Ghost Bell, Skullmeister, you name it, any hand trap. I wish this card was at 3, or we had Cross-Out Designator because that would help this deck a lot. Forbidden Droplets, basically, yeah. So my problem about this deck is that the fact that Colossus is not at 1. This deck would die if Colossus was at 1, and they basically hit Hawk and Dark to 1 as well. Do I think that Colossus will go up? Yes, 100%. Colossus will go up because this deck is a problem in this current meta. 100%. It's a very brain dead deck. This was my first time playing the deck. I got XO, so that proves a lot that this deck can do a lot less if Colossus at 1. So that is my argument why Colossus should go to 1. And lastly, we're playing Water Red Ice Fusion for the Dragoon as well. So before we go into the extra deck, let me just give a few shout outs. So shout out to YGO Pisano for basically giving me the push to play Drytrons as well. Shout out to Head Battles for basically again giving me the push to play Drytrons as well. Shout out to Team Blind Second or Mattel from Head Battles. Shout out to Mattel. Basically, he helped me work on the deck as well, the ratios and everything right before the locals as well. Legitimately, we got on call, and it was 10 minutes before registration closed. So we were just like, "How do I play this deck?" And he's like, "Yo, so you just do this, do that, get these ratios, and done." And then I was like, "Hey, what if I play Chaos Max?" And he's like, "Sure, why not? Play Chaos Max." So yeah, I played Chaos Max. But anyways, onto the extra deck. You're playing 1 Link Kribo, 1 Linguish Anima, 1 Generator Transverser, 1 Herald of Mirage Lights, 1 Union Carrier, 1 Cerberus, 1 Phoenix, 1 Unicorn, 1 Access Code. So this is pretty much simple, pretty standard, pretty standard. Next up, you're playing your Xyz monsters, which is 1 Kikimagashi Fuchol, 1 Lyrsilic Assembled Nightingale, 1 Divine Arsenal AA Zeus Sky Thunder. So again, standard. We're not playing a downer because downer is basically a choke point of blah 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 blah. Same thing. Next up, we're playing basically the 1 Intis for the Maximus as well. You could probably cut Intis due to the fact that you just send anything else for Maximus as well. But Intis is probably good just so you can up that one Maximus as well. Next up, you're playing your Dragoon package. Like I said, we're playing the Red Ice Fusion. We're playing 3 engines basically. So yeah, we're playing Dragoon package. It comes up a lot. Dragoon package comes up a lot. If you don't have any other outs, like such as they draw you basically go Dragoon. It's a lot better than going Appaloosa Pass that people like Pack YGO would play or stuff like that. It's a lot better in that sense. Sure, you're paying 2,000 life points and you probably might lose your time, but it's better than losing the entire game eventually. So just keep in mind on time as well. That's what a mid-range deck is, guys. Gotta keep in mind time, control, and resources. Next up, you're playing basically 3 Dingo Seka, and I know YGO Pasano, V, Luis Sanabria. I know Dingo Seka was your idea, but the one thing is, it was actually not your idea. It was the Croatian's idea. The Croatian was the one who told me about the Dingo Seka before you. There it is. That's my response to that. Anyways, next up, you're playing 3 Ash Blossom. Ash Blossom, because it's a universal hand trap, it's a good side card. If you're going first, that's why you don't main Ash, because the idea is you're basically focusing on whether or not you win die roll and you're going first. And so Ash is not needed. Ash is basically a brick in that case. But if you're going second, you want to side in Ash, and also you want to side in Draw as well. And also you want to side in Twin Twisters for back row removal if you're playing against Outlick. Herald if you're playing against Outlick. This if you're playing against Outlick and Shaddolls, and this if you're playing against Outlick and Shaddolls, and this if you're playing against Outlick and Shaddolls, and this if you're playing against Outlick and Shaddolls. Basically, any trap variant deck in this current format, you want to side the bottom row 100%. These 3 you want to side in if you're playing against Dogmatica Invoked or Dogmatica Invoked Shaddolls or whatever Dogmatica Invoked deck, because Invoke is a pretty cancerous deck. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much for this deck profile so far. So what would I say for sure is that am I ever playing this deck again? No, not playing this deck ever again. But yeah, anyways, guys, till the next, bye.